What's up, my Fina love? Sisters Fina D coming to you all from Vina Team News. So Nene Leaks was on Instagram Live a few days ago with the Jasmine brand, and she did an interview for almost an hour. But of course, I'm going to pick the parts that are relevant to the RHOA Housewives of Atlanta, and also some personal issues that she and her family, are going through right now. I will be doing probably a part 1 and part 2. I'm not going to fit everything in this video. This video right here, I'm going to focus on the Kenya Moore part and certain things that Kenya Moore said that Nene is now repeating. This is going to sound repetitive because I've done videos like this before, and Nene is basically saying the same things in her interview.
What who do you think should return to the show?
Oh, that's currently on the show?
Yes.
I don't know. The only other person I would say, and I don't have any love for them at all, but they are an extreme. They start a lot of trouble for no reason, and that would be Kenya. And so, if I had to pick anybody, I would say Kenya and Portia. Kenya because she is a complete troublemaker. And that's how she lives her life.
I think I've heard you say before that you feel like Kenya is like you don't care for her, but she's good TV. I feel like I've heard you say that before.
Yeah, okay. She's a good troublemaker. She has nothing else to do with be trouble.
Now, let's start with the title, okay? What she just said. Nothing to see here, nothing to respond with heavily here. We know that she's not here for Kenya. Kenya basically paid her dust. You've shown me who you are. I believe you. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to talk. When we come to work, we come to work. I'm going to be an adult about it. But I don't have to be a friend. I don't have to meet with you. I don't have to entertain you. And Nene being someone who's used to, being the center of attention, and she walks in the room, and people bow down to her and she have people up her. You know what? She's not used to that. She's not used to the rejection. And Nene history, the reason why Nene, Malo, and Kenya connected, all right, even though they've had a lot of issues here and there, the reason why they connected at some point and they were cool is because all of them have this one thing in common: mother issues, okay? That's not shade. This is real. Nene, wasn't raised by her biological mother. All right. Malo was in and out of foster care, and her mother had, substance abuse issues, and, she had her issues there. And we all know Kenya Moore's story. So they all connected on that level. And so they connected on that level now when one of the most important, all right, people in your life, okay, the most important person in your life reject you, rejection becomes a big trigger for you. So for her to come across a woman like Kenya Moore, who's like, I'm not going to bow down to you. I'm not going to kiss you. You know what? And if you come for me, like she said, I'm going to clap back. I have never, ever seen, ever, on the RHOA Housewives of Atlanta where Kenya just randomly, out of nowhere, came for someone and started drama. It's always Kenya defending herself, all right? Which in most cases, she's always been vindicated. It's never been, I'm just going to get up today and choose violence and be this crazy person that Nene is talking about. Nene is actually describing herself, all right? Everything she just said about Kenya Moore, she's describing herself. Because from what I've seen, I've been watching the show from the very beginning, and from what I've seen since Kenya been there, it's always been, I'm just defending myself. Nene does admit that, yes, Kenya is good TV and that she should come back. So not much to see here.
You made headlines when you decided to leave the show, and you called out Bravo and Andy Cohen. I think you accused them of discrimination and mistreatment. Am I accurate with that?
Mistreatment.
Okay. I know that publicly you said things like you felt like they weren't putting you on all the episodes or as many episodes. They were kind of limiting your appearance on the show. Is there anything
Well,
else?
when they start limiting your appearances, that's them phasing you out, trying to phase you out, right? But it was way deeper than that. I mean, way deeper than that. Like, really deep. It was just deep.
And I think I read that you said that some things you had noticed had gone on for years. Was there one thing in particular that made you kind of pull the trigger and say, I had enough. I'm gonna speak out?
It's been happening for a very long time, honestly, to just be honest with you. I was getting a lot of treatment that the viewers just don't get to see, that was happening behind the scenes, that were happening undercoverly, and it was happening consistently to me. When you're working for a company this large, you wish to work it out or try to work it out behind closed doors. And I felt like behind closed doors, all of my efforts were being unseen and unheard. I felt like at some point, I loved them like they were a family, obviously, if you work for a company that long. And I felt like, I'm not sure where, but I felt like they hated me. And that's a strong word, but obviously when I look back over all of the things that were happening to me behind the scene, they hated me. That's just what it was. I felt like I was just there to be a workhorse. They were using me to build the network, to build the show. And at the same time, they were doing things behind closed doors to me that was just really unethical. And it's a lot. It's a lot that happened. There are a lot of things that I can't even speak on, but a lot of things happened that were unfortunate and really saddening.
Okay. Has there been any progress made in terms of conversation? I know you're not on the show anymore, but...
No, there's been no progress. No progress. As if, just my speaking out, my outcries, my emails, my phone calls, everything to figure out, just because I wanted to put some effort into, it takes two people, right?
Right.
So I have definitely tried, and it has been pretty much like, shut the fuck up, little black girl. We don't give a fuck.
Behind the scenes, did any of your cast members have your back?
No.
Okay.
I'm not saying that racism isn't going on at Bravo. And I'm not saying there's no truth to what Nene have to say. However, Nene being inconsistent with her story is the reason why she have yet to file a real lawsuit against Bravo. You don't even have to be an attorney to put the pieces together and her case gets thrown out. She says she have receipts behind the scenes, so, maybe she have receipts that, would have, led her to win. But the reason why it's always been, I'm trying to talk to people. I've tried to talk to people. I'm wanting to have a seat at the table with people, but no legal actions. For example, this is what Nene just said.
You made headlines when you decided to leave the show, and you called out Bravo and Andy Cohen. I think you accused them of discrimination and mistreatment. Am I accurate with that?
Mistreatment.
When Jasmine mentioned discrimination, all of that, Nene responded with mistreatment. Oh, okay. Did Bravo threaten you? Did someone threaten to sue you? What's going on? Why is now being changed from discrimination to mistreatment? But all of your tweets, even what you retweeted about Portia that I've been posting for a long time, discrimination, all of these words are in here. Here are videos that I did before of you tweeting all of these things about discrimination and calling Bravo racist and all of that. Most of you are aware that I've been giving you little updates here and there on all things Nene Leakes versus Bravo. If you go to the Real Housewives of Atlanta playlist, you will see all of those videos. So, I post the videos, you all come and leave a comments, whatever, no big deal. But on December 31st, when Nene posted, in 2021, we will form a march outside of these racist studios. Hashtag Black Women Mattered. My DMs almost crashed because Nene Leakes was the same person who did countless of interviews laughing at Kenya Moore no longer being on the Real Housewives of Atlanta and laughing at the 2, 3, or 4 people who showed up to Bravo headquarters. Okay, with signs in their hands, basically saying that Bravo treatment towards Kenya Moore, a black woman and a woman who's pregnant and needed her corns, okay? Nene laughed about it, said that Kenya paid actors to go out there and all of that. So the reason why my DMs was blowing up is because people are used to me saying Kenya Moore is vindicated again, and all of my videos and things like that. And every single person who's come for Kenya Moore, we've seen what happened after, okay? We've seen their payback and all of that. So for Nene to even be tweeting and writing this, I completely understand why most of you were in my DMs and wanted me to cover this. This lady was the same person who was laughing at what happened to Kenya Moore. And what I don't understand before I move on is these interviewers. So far, not one person have said to Nene, okay, girl, listen, I understand what you're doing in your message, but do you now regret laughing at Kenya when she had people outside of Bravo with signs? Do you now regret not standing behind Kenya and calling Bravo out when they did what she did that, messed with her paycheck and she knows her worth? So she quit all because she had a private wedding. Do you now feel bad for uplifting Massa, the white man, because you wanted to prove that Kenya Moore was a liar when she said that Bravo was phasing you out? Here's a question for Ken at Andy. Ask her, why is she out doing press saying Bravo is phasing me out? Bravo hasn't told me or my team that. Why is she out saying I have lost money from not being in episodes? I negotiated my episodes and money up front. When Andy asked Kenya Moore that question, this was Kenya's response. I think she is. That's not something I can absolutely say. If you're being cut out of episodes, clearly the sign is that you are not as important as you think you are. Okay? Andy's face dropped. He was upset. So this was Andy's response. I don't think she's being cut out of episodes because I think everything that was shot with Nene is in the show. We're not cutting anything out. Everything that we shot, there's nothing that's been left out, he confirmed. Once again, Nene is seeking validation and wanting this whole HBIC and things to fit her narrative. She tweeted February 16 again, at 10:13 p.m., I have not, in all caps, been cut out of any episodes. I negotiated my episodes just like everyone else did. I'm getting every dime I asked for. Thank you for asking and clearing that up, Andy. That means a lot, and her fans celebrated. Another thing about Kenya Moore that I want to bring up, Nene just said in this interview, phasing her out.
Okay, I know that publicly you said things like you felt like they weren't putting you on all the episodes or as many episodes. They were kind of limiting your appearance on the show. Is there anything else?
When they start limiting your appearances, that's them phasing you out, trying to phase you out, right? But it was way deeper than that. I mean, way deeper than that. Like, really deep. It was just deep.
And she said it was deeper than that, but she used the exact words that Kenya Moore used in her interview when she said, I think Bravo is phasing Nene Leakes out. When you are one of the top, people on the network and we barely see you in episodes, they're phasing you out. Nene wants this sympathy, right? She wants this sisterhood, and the black women are not supporting me and no one reached out to me, and she wants this, people to just feel sad and she's this victim. But you can't have it both ways. You can't scream about black women and black people not supporting you.
Behind the scenes, did any of your cast members have your back?
No.
Okay.
And talking down to your people, but then in the same breath being so hateful towards another black woman that you elevated. The same white man that you are allegedly calling racist in the network, you're calling the racist network, and you were so desperate to prove that another black woman was a liar, wanted to make her look so bad that when she said you were being phased out, this was your tweet, that you were not being phased out. Now, this is a woman who said this has been going on for a long time.
And, you know, when you are, you know, it almost feels like abuse when you are holding something inside that's happened to you for so many years over and over and over again. You know, a lot of time as black women, we hold a lot of stuff in. We don't want to, you know, rat on somebody. You hope that it will change, and then it doesn't. So it hasn't changed for me since 2008. So it's my time to speak out and speak my truth. And so I'm going to do that. Lots of opportunities were taken from me. I have tons of emails from 2008 all the way up until recent. And I don't have any problem talking about them, sharing my contracts and everything, because and the things and the emails that when these conversations were started, how these opportunities just disappeared. It's coming. It's coming. I will be speaking soon. I'll be speaking soon. So, and I have the right people with me to speak. So I will be speaking soon. So wait for it. Okay. There's so much stuff happened that you don't even know about. But I've been searching for weeks, and I finally found some people that are going to work with me on the situation and speak on my behalf. So you be really proud about that. And I will be able to hopefully tell my side of the story and what has been happening to me since 2008. 2008. It's been a very long time. And so some of you guys may be surprised by it when you hear it and if you hear it, okay?
When I said inconsistency, that's what I was talking about. When it's time to make Kenya Moore, a black woman, look like a liar, you applaud, elevate, and thank Andy Cohen for having your back. You claim that you were not cut out of any episodes and that you negotiated and you were paid every dime. They did you good. You even thank Andy Cohen. When it was about embarrassing another black woman and making her look like a liar, Andy was getting thanks and praises on social media. But then fast forward a few months later, when the same Andy and Bravo let you go because of your behavior and things that you've done, now you want black women to stand with you. Now you're saying your co-workers didn't have your back. Now you want people to walk out Bravo. Now you want to go and do a march and black women and racism and discrimination, all of that. But just a few months before they let you go, even though Nene wants us to believe that she quit, you were just telling him thank you. And Nene can't come back with the whole, I was scared, so no, it's not that. Whenever there's an opportunity to degrade, okay, and embarrass another black woman, Nene have no problem doing that, especially if she's not here for that person. So this is where her message becomes conflicting. You want us to support you, but when you want to embarrass another woman, you basically thank the same people you are now dragging. And that's the reason why her case basically did not see the light of day in court yet. Maybe it will, maybe not. But all of these things are on social media. I didn't have to be an attorney to piece them together. So right there, it's like, Nene, you said we did not fade you out. You told Andy thank you. You said you got paid every dime, but then now you're saying something else. case dismissed, you know? So, yeah, Nene allowed her hate for certain people mess up her own case. And that's the issue here. And that's the reason why you have people not caring a lot and saying things like, when you were on top and everything was working out for you, it was okay for other people to be mistreated. It was okay for you to talk down to people. It was okay for you to do interviews and saying who should get fired and who shouldn't get fired. It was okay for you to do all of these different things. But now that it's happening to you, we need to uplift Black women and all of that. You did interviews saying how there was so much sisterhood because Kenya wasn't there.
And then how would you describe this season of Atlanta? Like, what stands out from other seasons? How would you pack it into, like...
So I have to say it's my favorite season. I'm going through a lot of things, but it's one of my favorite seasons because there's a lot of sisterhood. There's not as much negativity. We've had a lot of negativity over the years, and it's just not that way. We really have a lot of sisterhood. We do have drama, but we have a lot of sisterhood, and the sisterhood is very much needed. So, yeah.
This is the season where Candy and Portia went at it, okay? And other major things happened. So they had some serious drama, okay? It wasn't all about sisterhood. You know, we watched the show. We saw the same thing that we've seen every season. So she was just saying all of that to shade Kenya. Because let me give you a few examples of sisterhood, like she said, in last season. When the girls went and did the dodgeball, Kenya even got along with Milo. Nene wasn't there. That was the sisterhood moment. There was no arguing, no nothing. At the end of it, you know, Portia tried and Kenya basically paid her dust because it was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful moment. We saw, you know, basically when they went to Greece and they had to pick their rooms, they all have fun, laugh. That was a beautiful sisterhood moment. There was no arguing or nothing. They played a game, they picked their room, and then they moved on. On the beach, okay, they had those activities. There was no argument on the beach. They all went there, Nene included, and everybody was well behaved and professional, did their job, and then everyone left. Now, they also did have other moments where we saw the arguments and things like that. So it doesn't matter who's there or who's not there. They always have amazing moments of sisterhood, and then moments where it's reality TV. People want the drama. So this whole thing about, oh, Kenya wasn't there, so we didn't have negativity. How do you say you didn't have negativity, but then in the same breath turn around and say, we did have drama? Drama is negativity, okay? She tried so hard to make it look like we are doing great, we're getting along, the season is great. And why? Because Kenya is not here, when that's not true. Candy and Portia were going at it because that's when Candy tried to warn Portia that she was moving too fast with Dennis. It was filled with drama. And that still didn't help the ratings, but let's continue. Or Nene going crazy on social media all because Kenya didn't invite her to her baby shower. Like, why would I invite you to my baby shower when you said that I wasn't pregnant? And further proof Kenya's point when she hit below the belt and said that Kenya is not Brooklyn's mother. You know, so they keep proving Kenya's point that they just simply hate her. And over time, they're exposed, and Nene exposed herself. Or, you know, basically being sarcastic and harassing everybody that went to the shower. These are all of the messages, most of them on social media. Or doing an Ask Nene on Twitter just to be able to pick questions about Kenya more and talk about her some more. So I really want to find out, where was Nene's differences when this pregnant woman quit Because like I said in the previous video, Bravo was upset that she refused to allow them to exploit her wedding. And so they reduced her salary, and she said, I know my worth. And also too, I need to basically just focus on getting Brooklyn here healthy. So she quit. I didn't see Nene posting no amazing message to Kenya. Instead, she went on I Hate Kenya More tour, and she's a witch in the dark cloud. So then why should Kenya post anything about her? And the dark cloud was over. And when people would mention her Nene interviews saying that they missed her, the look on your face.
So do you miss any of the old girls?
I miss some of the old girls on Atlanta Housewives.
Who do you
I
miss?
Some of the. I feel like you're gonna get mad at me if I say
No,
it.
I don't care. Honestly, no, I don't. Honestly, this is a real question.
As a fan of the show, I was sad not to be able to see Kenya's story this season.
Okay.
I also miss.
Child, go back and play that if you want. Did you see the look on her face when he said he missed Kenya more? But now, when it's your turn, the black women are not supporting me. No one on the cast supported me. Where was your support for Kenya Moore? For example, in this same interview, Nene said, I have no love for Kenya. I can't stand her. I think she's a troublemaker. Well, not I think. She did say she's a troublemaker. She said all these negative things about Kenya, but she still said she deserved to come back because she's good TV. So had Nene said, I might not be here for Kenya, but what Bravo and the producers over there are doing to her, it's wrong. And as a black woman, I'm going to stand up and speak up. And if my peach gets snatched or in jeopardy, then you know what's up. This whole thing would be different. This whole thing would be different because people would say, you know what? Even though she wasn't here for Kenya Moore, she stood up for her and with her and called Bravo out. Your sisterhood and all of that can not only become important when you are the one going through the mess. When you see other black women and black people, period, going through the mess, you stand up. And I'm saying black because that's Nene's whole focus. But you can't go thinking and applauding Andy Cohen because you want to embarrass Kenya Moore and make her look like a liar, but then turn around a few months later and start using the same verbiage she was using when she was saying you were being phased out and want people to believe Andy and all of that. So I'm basically at this point talking in circles, being repetitive, with the same things that I've said months ago. But most of you wanted me to cover Nene Leakes Instagram Live and the things that she brought up and what she said about Kenya Moore coming back and all of that. So I decided to do the video and just add old receipts that we've all already seen. Now, Nene did talk about family issues, her career, what she talked about, the new girls and all of that. So all of those will be included in the part 2. She also had a lot to say about her former friend, Cynthia Bailey. So I might just do a separate video focusing on Nene and Cynthia. And then we will move on to other topics that have absolutely nothing to do with Nene Leakes. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. The end here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.